Well, that's a good round. I think number 10 for Littles.
Eurosport.
Just 2 rounds to go then to decide this. This is the penultimate round, round 11 of a schedule 12. Tim Littles boxing out of Flint, Michigan, against Frank Liles from North Hollywood, California. USBA champion Littles, first defense. I've got him in a pretty clear lead here. I've given 2 rounds against him and a couple of even ones, but that's, I'm afraid, is it in favour of Liles. And just a word about TV commentators. You shouldn't be led, or you shouldn't be influenced by everything they should say. What you should do is try and pick the bones out of the things they're saying and take advice, but make up your own mind. Try and read between the lines and make up your own minds. If we're talking nonsense, think we are, or say we are. If we're not, go along with it, but you decide. Commentators are in place to paint the picture and colour it in a bit, but the viewer, at the end of the day, must make up his own mind, regardless of the sport, of course. And of course, in football and other sports like that, team games where it's the goals that count, there's no argument. But when they're a thing that's so subjective, like boxing, it's all down to interpretation and what the eye is picking up. The referee, of course, doesn't score here. 3 judges, independent, ringside. They'll be watching for every punch thrown, and even they don't agree most of the time. In Britain, of course, the scoring is done by one individual, the referee, unless it's in a world title fight, or come to that, a European title fight, where there's 2 judges also working alongside him. And referees, at the end of the day, like commentators, are human beings. We don't always get it right. Anyway, back to the action. Approaching the last 20 seconds of round 11. Bit inconclusive, this one. Well, big finish coming in from Liles. Gets steadied though by a left hook. Well, a good finish this now by Frank. Good long left there, and another little pop at Little's chin on the bell. Well, I think Liles has done enough to win round 11. 6 rounds to 3 on my card and 2 even, with 11 gone and 3 minutes to go. Well, Liles could make this close. And if anything, that left eye looks to have got slightly better as this fight's worn on. Not any worse. So the 12th and last round then. And Littles looks odds on here to retain his championship on points in his first defence. But, as I say, I think Liles could make this one close if he takes the last round. 6 rounds to 4, it'll be on my card and 2 level. And I'll translate that to points when this one's over. Oh, and well, I'm not so convinced about that one. Neither was the referee. Liles there did make a meal of it. And naturally, both men have felt the pace in this one. And Littles there lost his discipline with a big wild swing due to tiredness. And any fighter will tell you one of the most tiring aspects of boxing is missing when you put everything into a big punch. Oh, lovely right there from Littles. That was better. And if this was the old 15-rounder, I'll tell you something, Littles would be in a bit of trouble. He'd have 3 more rounds to go. And he's already at the end of his tether here in the 12th. And he's not been severely punished. He's taken his whacks, of course. Nose and mouth bleeding, as well as that swelling by the left eye. But so too as Liles has got his lumps and abrasions and a bit of blood around his lower lip. That's been there for a few rounds now. Oh, and unbeaten record's going to go here. And I think it's going to be Liles. And we've never really seen Littles banged up previously. And of course, there's no chance that Liles could have been. He's not fought anyone. And I must say that with 20 seconds to go here, Littles looked a lot better when he won this championship against Bird. And this looks like Liles might be taking the last round. 10 to go. Well, it's all over. Littles thinks he's won it, and so do I, but I think that's gone rather close. 6 rounds to 4 and 2 even on my card. The maximum points they could get is 120. And I've got that 116 to 114 in favour of the champion, Tim Littles. Well, it was a... no, it wasn't low, was it? It was just out on the border.
Junior in the middle of the ring has the decision.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 championship
I've got a 2-round margin in favour of the
decision,
champion.
And I will read the score totals. Judge at ringside, Fritz Werner scores the bout 117 to 111.
Cool, big margin.
Judge at ringside,
6 rounds.
Adair and Judge Jim Traylor both score the bout 116 to 112. All
and
three in favor of
another
the
big margin.
And still
A
champion
6-point margin by one judge, and 2 other judges had a 4-point margin. So they've obviously gone for Littles in the 2 rounds where I went even on the fence. Well, that's the end of our boxing this evening, but I hope you'll be with us tomorrow night when we've got some more international action for you.